Good evening. Good to see you all again. It's been a couple of weeks. I made it back safely from the wilderness uh, without too many injuries, so that was great. Um, since the link, actually, I didn't realize this, but the link ran out actually a couple of weeks ago, and I had to put up a new link, and I sent it out to everyone. So it may be that people are going to sort of find it a little later. So let's just begin, and then we'll go into the topic after a few minutes once people have a chance to join with us. The teachings of Taoism and Chinese medicine are that the qi flows when the body is relaxed, and when it's upright, or when it's not kinked, so to speak. So in Taoist meditation, sitting meditation is done on a little bench because they don't like to cross the legs, because what the teaching is that blocks the energy flow at the knees. And likewise, you don't want to sort of kneel down on your calves, because that blocks the energy. So for them, the teaching is to sit, and that keeps everything open, or to stand, or to move. So typically, when we begin our Qigong, we're not exactly relaxed, and we may be, somewhat relaxed. But one of the functions of this beginning, this Wu Ji position, is to check the alignment and the weight distribution, and adjust the width of your feet, and drop the chin so that the body is aligned, and it's to relax the body. So for me, just personally, you may be different, but once I get this sense of this vertical alignment, which is kind of like the skeleton, it's that which supports the body. Once I kind of have a sense of that, then with the out breath, I let go from the top down slowly, just relaxing, sort of like draping clothes, a coat on a coat tree or something, that the body, the muscles, the organs just sort of hang on this skeletal structure, so that they're soft. So the in-breath kind of reinforces this uplift, this kind of effortless pull up at the spine. And then the out-breath lets go of the tension. And then we're kind of moving down the body. So the in-breath stretches us up, the out-breath drops us down. And since the out-breath is a little longer, it drops us down a little more until we're totally, we've gone through the body top to bottom and just relaxing it. So for today, we're gonna focus on the 5 energy gates, and particularly what they call the bubbling wells, or the bubbling springs. So as we relax and let go of the out breath, we drop down. The last place we're going to put our attention is in our feet, and specifically where our feet touch the ground. So if we focus on the feet, the points of contact with the ground are the toes, and then the balls of the feet, and then around the outside edges, and then the heel. So the arch is up. Now the points in the feet, which are the energy gates or the bubbling springs, the bubbling wells. How do I show this to you? Well, let's see. Put my foot up here. So it's right here. There's a point south of the ball of the foot, right in the middle of the foot, right there. And that's the energy gate. And of course, one in each foot. And that's, we haven't talked much about self-massage because I'm not anywhere near well versed in that. But those energy gates on the feet are possibly some of the best place to just massage, because according to Chinese medicine, those are connected directly into the kidney meridians and into all the internal organs. So what my teacher Tricia Yu taught was that if you are feeling very ungrounded, maybe you're very upset, if you sit and just massage that part of the foot with your thumb, that will really help to bring you into equanimity. So when we're standing, and we drop our attention down into our feet, we can feel where they hit the floor, and that's fine. And then there's the bubbling wells, which are the connection to the qi of the earth as it comes and goes through the body. And we'll do some breathing practices. We have done some of these before. But in this Wuji position, in standing, once we have relaxed, drop the attention down, we can practice breathing in through those bubbling wells. So the in-breath actually comes from the center of the earth and comes up into the body, fills the body, and then the exhale, it goes back down those same energy gates. And this is very germane to beginning the Qigong practice. We want to drop the energy down to the earth at the beginning of the practice, of every practice. And now we're using our breath and our eyes. So the eyes are looking inward and looking down to the center of the earth. And then moving the qi up with the in-breath through the bubbling wells and filling the body, and then breathing down, out again. You might actually feel your weight kind of drop. Your knees may get a little softer. And we're really recognizing our oneness with the earth. We're merging our attention with the energy of life in the earth, or on the earth. Okay, and the two other energy gates are in the same relative place in the hands. So if you bend your fingers back, where your middle finger touches your palm, right about there, those are the bubbling wells of the hands. Okay. So we'll talk about that later. And then the fifth one is the crown of the head. So as we're breathing in through the bubbling wells of the feet, in and out. Now we can, if you like, you can breathe in through the bottoms of the feet and then out the top of the head. And then that completes the heaven and earth cycle. And we haven't even moved yet. So, okay. So this is just some background on this Wuji position. Okay. Let's go ahead and bow to the center. You can dedicate your practice if you want to an ideal or a person, or to our teachers, our ancestors. And bowing to the 7 directions, starting with the north. East. To the south. West. And back to center. And above. Below. Then. So touching into the bubbling wells in the feet. And now let's, using the eyes and the in-breath, bring the attention up and into the heart area. Okay, so now we'll activate the 2 in the hands. So let's do cloud hands. And we're focusing now on the Bai Wei points, the Laogong points in the hand, which are here. And those can be massaged too, just like in the feet, or shaking the hands. And so there's a connection now, a vertical connection between the hands at those energy gates in the palms. Okay, so we've activated the ones down to the earth, and now we've brought up our attention up into the heart. and expressing it with the hands. Okay, so whichever hand is on top, we're going to turn that way and then switch. And remember, the hands, the arms don't move as we're turning. Just the weight shifts and the body twists. So we're maintaining this connection between the hands, the energy gates in the hands, and then through the arms into the heart. There's a connection between the hands and the heart here. The hands are always opposite the heart. Even though we're turning and shifting, the hands remain the same place relative to the torso. And then just, this is passing hands through clouds. So this is very soft, very beautiful. It's like there's just this wind that's moving through the clouds. Just really enjoy this movement. And bring the attention into those 2 points in the hands, if you can, while you're moving. Bringing our attention there activates the chi wherever our attention is. These aren't actually points, they're little areas. You don't have to worry about exactly where it is. It's in the palm. And you'll see in statuary or depictions of the Buddha, he's often got a lotus in each hand. That's this. That's these energy gates. Okay, let's reduce the movements. And so my teacher Tricia Yu calls this playing with the chi. And this is sensing, focusing, imagining connection between the palms, between these 2 energy gates. You can do vertically, horizontally, diagonally. Don't separate the hands more than you can feel the connection. It may be that your hands will remain quite close until you can sort of sense into that. Okay, and then let's just turn the hands to face the lower dantian and the middle dantian. Now these in the body, these are not in this system considered energy gates. They're kind of storehouses, so to speak. The lower one with those organs, the middle one with those organs. Okay, and now let's turn the palms. Now, this is still the connection. Even though the backs of the hands are facing, these gates go right through. So they're still connected. And then this is cloud hands, focusing outward, upward to the heavens, downward to the earth, and then turning in the direction of the top hand. So now we're by turning, we're creating this sphere, and we're focusing the energy out of those energy gates in the hands and into the world. And we're also receiving, we're receiving energy from the environment. Okay, let's reduce the movements. Now this will bring us into a focus of the vertical axis. One hand's pointing down into the earth, the other one up. So it's kind of sort of stretching us. Okay, and to this neutral position. And we're going to move into activating the upper energy gate. So let's touch into touching heaven, touching earth. So with this one, let's focus the eyes up. Extend the senses way beyond the body. Okay, there's a little connection here between the palms before we embracing all that is. And let's hold this posture a moment. So we're activating the bubbling wells in the feet, and of course the hands, and then also the crown of the head. So this vertical axis goes from the universe down through the crown of the head, through the body, down out the perineum, and out the feet. Okay, and then coming together. Let's breathe in through the feet and out through the crown of the head. And then in through the crown of the head and out through the feet. Now your eyes can be directing this. And remember, the gaze is inward. So in-breath comes from the earth, fills the body, out-breath shoots out, top of the head. And then in-breath from the universe down, and out-breath down into the earth. This is guided by the eyes and the breath and the posture. Okay, and then let's bring the hands together. Okay, in this position we have the feet, the energy gates in the feet are open. Energy gate in the crown of the head is open, and the palms are open. So the connection to the earth, connection to the universe, and then all of this, the heavenly chi, the earthly chi, circulating, making that synapse, that leap between the palms, circulating within the body. So this is the life force energy. This is the yin energy of the earth, the yang energy of the sky, and coming together dynamically and moving in this body and mind. So in this position, we can breathe in from any of these points, from the feet or the head, and then breathe out through the pores of the skin in all directions. Okay, so let's drop the hands down to the lower dantian. And let's do breathing cranes. So with the in-breath, the belly's relaxed, the hands move away. With the out-breath, the hands move back closer. And we're expanding our field in all directions. In the next one, let's dip the knees. Bring the hands up to the heart. And again, so in-breath, hands move away. Out-breath, hands come back. And we're doing a reverse visualization here. Because the in-breath, the body's expanding, but at the same time, we're concentrating the chi, and with the out-breath, the body's contracting, and we're expressing it out in all directions. So there's an opposites going on here. You can reverse the breathing if you want. So breathe in as the hands come in, breathe out when they go out, either way. It's just a sense that the whole body is breathing. Which it is. Okay, so now the hands are connected, and this is the Qigong aspect, the internal alchemical aspect of this. So now let's drop the hands, and with the in-breath we go into breathing crane. Now this is interacting with the environment, isn't it? And we're in the chi body, in the energy body, and the energy body is moving the physical body. The breath is moving the arms. Then when the arms come down, they're pumping the breath. Fill up, the energy body expands. As we come back down, the arms pump the breath out. The breath moves the arms. The arms move the breath. Okay, let's do a few more. Let's return to Wu Ji. And with the breathing, we're still breathing from all directions. The whole body's breathing. And while that's happening, using our eyes, let's drop our attention down the body, right to the point where the bubbling well meets the ground. Okay, and we're going to breathe in again through the bubbling wells, and then out. Either out in all directions or back down, whichever. Now dropping the attention down to the bubbling wells in the feet. Find the moment just when the breath begins to enter the feet. And then also, if you're breathing out, find the moment when it's completely expelled. There's a little pause, and that moment just when it enters the feet. Okay, and now moving up the body to the byway at the top of the head. Breathing, in breath, breathing down from the universe. And then breathing back up. Using the eyes, find that moment just when it enters the top of the head. It's just a tiny split second. And then the moment when it has completely exited. And now let's breathe in through the bottoms of the feet, out the top of the head, And then in the top of the head and out the bottoms of the feet, using the eyes. Let's do a couple more. Okay, so I want to show you the other two twists. We haven't really gone into this for a while. So, you know, the beginning, this is the, Trisha Yu calls this the Tai Chi twist. And this is where the arms are just effortlessly going along with the body. And we're turning the waist, we're turning at the hips, and we're sinking the weight. Now this is activating the bubbling wells in the feet and the lower abdominal organs. And we always do this at the beginning because it's very grounding. Okay, so as we're moving up and activating the palms of the hands and the middle of the torso, we're going to step back. Just take a step back. And that's going to throw the hands out more. And there's going to be a little more of a twist in the upper body. You can just feel that it opens the middle of the body more. We're creating more centrifugal force and sort of, we can turn the hips even more by stepping back. So this is said to activate the organs in the middle of the torso, like the spleen and the kidney and the liver or gallbladder. Whereas the lower one was, it would be the sexual organs and the digestive tract. Okay. Okay, and then the third one activates the heart and lungs and also the crown of the head. And so we're going to step back again, but we're going to throw the arms even more. And we're not lifting the arms, we're throwing them. We're using the upper body. And sometimes you'll see people warming up for Tai Chi and their arms will be going out more. And this really opens the shoulders, the chest. It relaxes what we're doing is relaxing the entire torso. But this brings the attention up higher, kind of in the heart, lungs, shoulders area. It requires a little more energy to do this. So let's just reduce here. And so if you like, at the beginning, maybe next time we'll do this, you can start with this one. So you start with the big one. And then go to the middle one, still stepping back. And then go to the one you're used to, where we're not stepping in. That's kind of grounding our attention, bringing our attention down the body. Okay, so just to review, so it's feet, energy gate in the foot, in the bubbling well, right there, two of those, and then in the hands, right there, and then you know when a newborn baby has that fontanelle, that's the crown of the head, right in the middle. And all those have to do with transmission of qi through the system, or what they call bubbling spring, or the bubbling wells. So let's go ahead and bring up our stool or chair. And why don't we just take a minute, I don't know if you're wearing shoes or not, but just to massage that bubbling well in the foot, just to activate it. It actually feels very good. If you hold pressure on there, it can become painful pretty quickly. So if you just hold a little pressure, that'll activate it without much pain. Some Chinese medicine practitioners will really push on this, and it'll hurt. And I'm not encouraging you to hurt yourself in these classes ever. But just, you know, make a circular motion with your thumb, really. It feels very good, and on each side. Okay. For this meditation, let's just lay our hands on our thighs so that the palms are up. So you can do the mudra if you want to, or not, but that kind of brings a little more attention into the hands, I think. Okay, and just using our intention and our eyes and our breath, let's breathe in through the bottoms of the feet, right through those 2 points. Filling up the torso. And then you can either breathe out the feet or just out all the pores in the skin, either one. Okay, and let's move up and then breathing in and out through the palms of the hands. And use the eyes to look inward. So these connect right into the heart through the arms. Heart and lungs, I should say. Okay, and then rotating the eyes inward and upward, and breathing in, kind of looking out through the window of the skull, looking right through, and breathing down, and flooding the body with celestial light. And let's let go of all of this now. and just sit quietly in stillness. The breath is moving the body, of course, but there's stillness in the posture and in the space of the mind. And now the stillness is not nothing. The stillness is extremely energetic. It's as energetic as light. So it's still, and it's inconstant, constantly energetic. And we can sense this in the body, this energy, this tingling, this movement. And we can sense it also in the mind, in the space of the mind. And now, the mind is, in a sense, another bubbling well, because it's where thoughts appear and disappear. So just by focusing on this space, this energetic space, we can watch and see if a thought is going to appear in that space. We can feel it. The thought is big and slow. The space is very, very, very energetic. It's the same as the feeling of the body, physical body. We can just dwell in this space, being watchful for if a thought is about to enter. And if we sense that, we focus on the energetic space. And the space feels like the sensations in the body, and it's the same as the space around the body. Sounds may come in, sights may come in, physical sensation may come in, and it all is made up of this energetic space. So we're just going to focus on the space itself. If you want to include the breathing, you can breathe in and out any of the energy gates. This is all happening in this energetic spaciousness. This can get very, very big. The body's still very much here in the center. The awareness can expand very big in all directions. The body actually arises moment to moment out of this energetic space. Okay, so stages so coming back. Now let's move the eyes, breathe in through the top of the head, if you will, please. And out through the feet. We're reestablishing this vertical column. Let the palms face each other. Let's go ahead and bring the palms to the body, the heart and the belly. And so the body is not a thing, it's an energetic presence in this spaciousness. And let's take a few more breaths. Okay, before we move, let's just reestablish the sense of the bubbling wells in the feet, connection to the earth, uprightness of the body. Body is sitting within this column. The palms of the hands, the crown of the head. And all of this system existing in this energetic spaciousness. Okay. Oh, when you're ready, let's do the removing glasses movement. And bringing the hands close together. And let's clap once on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Make heat. And massage the eye sockets. Comb back the hair. Massage the ears. Soft fists, tap the kidneys. And massage the kidneys. Yeah. Thank you for your practice. So, any questions or comments about any of that?
Yeah, the sensation of the bubbling well in my feet was not equal. It was much more noticeable on my left foot than on my right foot,
Huh.
at least part of the time. Um,
Do you have neuropathy?
I decided not to worry about it.
Good. Do you have numbness in your feet?
No.
Oh, okay. I do. It's happens with aging sometimes. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Todd. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm sure it'll change.
Maybe it's just today.
Maybe it's just today. Yeah. Yeah. You have to unmute.
Yeah, yeah. Um, it was really interesting to me, the mind thing, where I don't even know if I have the words for this, but the mind spaciousness seemed to really, like I could feel a thought just beginning, but then it would dissolve. Before, I mean, it was like the spaciousness in my mind was stronger in those moments than whatever little beginnings of thoughts were starting to show up. It felt very cool,
That's it.
actually.
Yeah. Congratulations. That's it. Yeah, because the thoughts just to try to explain it, maybe Cassandra, you can help me with this a little bit. In that energetic spaciousness, thoughts are really clunky. They're bulky. They're slow, and so you can kind of feel them beginning to come. But then if you focus back on this energetic spaciousness, they just can't. They're just, I don't know, they're too big and slow and clunky.
And, and I wasn't doing anything to say, okay, back off, guys. You're big and clunky.
As soon as you enter, it's gone. Right? What do you think, Cassandra? Can you help us out with this?
Well, I was just thinking about, I was delighted that you did this. I was just thinking about being that awareness, the expansiveness and the spaciousness of being that awareness does not allow those thought forms to come in and grab on. And so there's that energy, as you talked about. It's just the energy of that.
Yeah.
That doesn't allow that. And I like the slow clunky. I hadn't really thought about that. But they are slow and clunky and kind of glommy. And so, yeah.
Yeah, the Theravadins, they call it sticky. The thoughts get sticky. You know, and when, you know, because we're attached to them. So every thought that arises, no matter how subtle it is, has a correlate in the body. So there's a bit of the body kind of vibrates somewhat with the thought. You can feel it. If you get really angry, if you're thinking and you get really angry, your body reacts to that, right? And that's just gross. But as you get more subtle, the body still reacts a little bit. And that's the stickiness. It's kind of the emotionality attached to the thought, even if it's a very fine thought. So thoughts seem to be just really fleeting, you know, airy kind of things, which that's how they seem. But when you're identified with the space in which they arise, they seem like rocks or something. They seem really clunky.
Heavy.
That makes sense? Cassandra, that makes sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. Yeah, and I was just thinking about the heaviness of thought. We even use that language, the heaviness of thoughts and the heaviness of this emotional body, you know, that gets attached to them. Yeah.
Yeah. And once again, it's not that thinking is bad or we're trying not to think or we want to, you know, it's that we need a break from it sometimes, don't you think? I mean,
well, yeah, thinking exists. And so, but we have a choice around all that. I mean, we can't have a choice about that.
yeah. So we can apply our thinking mind very effectively, or we can say, time out, enough of this for now. Give me a
Yeah.
break. Right.
Mhm.
So very cool. Glad you did that.
Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah. I don't think we've really done the bubbling. The bubbling wells, the energy gates exactly before. And what I did not go into at all is that what the hands are for healing in
Yeah.
the system. So, the sort of the energetic, the ability to heal with the hands comes out of that.
Mhm. Yeah,
I-
that's the root chakra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know about that, Cassandra, because you do that,
Yeah.
and I have a little experience with it and I've been trained in it, but I'm not going there because I don't have enough expertise. But that's a lot of what expressing the chi with the hands. You can do it for self-defense too, but you can do it to heal or to see into someone else's body or something. That's a lot what that is. You've seen these Asian pictures with the eye in the hand, where they'll have statuary or in the eye. That's what that is. Okay. Anything else? Okay, very good. Great to be back. And I've activated that link for 20 more weeks.
Yeah.
I think we'll use it. I may miss one in a couple weeks, but I'll let you know. Okay. All right. Well, great to see everybody. Hang in there. Keep practicing.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you.